Dear friends, welcome to our channel. Today I want to share with you a topic that could radically change the way you see life and your priorities. Have you ever wondered what it really means to be successful? We live in a society that often associates success with wealth, status, and power, but Stoic philosophy invites us to look beyond these appearances. In this video, we will explore together how the principles of Stoicism can help us redefine the concept of success, allowing us to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your reflections on success. What does it mean to you? Are you ready to question yourself and discover a new perspective? Stay with us until the end to delve deeper into this transformative vision. Part 1: Introduction. In the modern era, the definition of success is often linked to external results, a prestigious job, a luxurious home, an endless list of goals achieved. But what happens when we stop and reflect on the true meaning of the word success? The Stoics, philosophers of ancient Rome such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, had a profoundly different vision. According to them, success is not measured by external parameters but by our mental attitude and the way we live in harmony with our deepest values. As Seneca said, "He who has much is not happy, but he who is content with little." This statement invites us to reflect on the difference between having and being. I ask you, how many times have you pursued goals only to feel empty once you have achieved them? Stoicism teaches us that true wealth lies in our ability to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, justice, and temperance. In our exploration today, I want to take you to look inside yourself. I invite you to reflect on these questions. What do you base your idea of success on? Is it a concept influenced by society's expectations, or does it arise from a deep understanding of what really matters? The answer may surprise you, and most importantly, it may be the first step toward a more balanced and fulfilled life. Stay tuned, because in the next segment, we will explore how to free yourself from material illusions, rediscover alignment with your values, and face challenges as an integral part of the path to a truly successful and meaningful life. Part 2: Success is not in material things. In the modern world, we are constantly bombarded with images of success related to luxury, power, and the possession of material goods. These representations make us believe that achieving happiness depends on what we have. But the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, teach us an important lesson: true satisfaction does not come from the accumulation of goods, but from our ability to appreciate what we have and to reduce our desire to possess more and more. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not events that disturb men, but the judgments they make about events." This quote emphasizes that it is not material things that define us, but the way we perceive and evaluate them. Living in a constant state of desire and competition for more only leads us to a spiral of dissatisfaction. When we place our personal value in material goods, we become slaves to external circumstances. Imagine for a moment that you have everything you have ever dreamed of: a big house, a fancy car, designer clothes. The question is, does this guarantee you inner peace? The Stoics urge us to reflect on this fundamental truth: happiness is a state of being, not a result to be achieved. Having less but living with a full heart is more valuable than having more but feeling empty. A practice you can adopt today is that of conscious gratitude. Every morning, take a moment to reflect on what you already have and that makes your life meaningful: your health, your loved ones, the experiences you have lived. This simple habit can radically transform your approach to life, shifting the focus from what is missing to what is already present. I invite you to do a little exercise. Write down on a piece of paper 3 things you are grateful for every day. You will notice that, over time, the desire to accumulate material things will decrease and you will begin to find more value in immaterial things such as love, knowledge, and inner peace. In concluding this part, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "Things in themselves do not touch the soul. They stand outside, motionless. Disturbances instead come only from the judgments we make of them." So, true success is not in possessing more, but in learning to live in a balanced way, finding joy in the simplicity and richness of the present moment. Stay tuned for the next part, where we will explore how true success lies in aligning with our personal values. Part 3: Success lies in alignment with your personal values. When we look beyond the appearance of external achievements, we realize that true success lies in the ability to live in harmony with our deepest values. The Stoics believed that a life well lived was one guided by virtue and consistency with one's principles. Seneca wrote, "The greatest wealth is to be content with a little, because that little is never lacking." This idea leads us to reflect, what makes us truly satisfied if not being faithful to what we believe is right? When you chase an idea of success that is not yours, but imposed by society or the environment around you, you distance yourself from what makes you unique and authentic. This dissonance between what you do and what you believe in is a major source of dissatisfaction. Living according to your values means making choices that resonate with your essence, even when those choices may not be understood or appreciated by others. To figure out your core values, start by asking yourself, what are the things that, even if all else failed, I would still stand for and pursue? These could be integrity, compassion, personal growth, or justice. Once you've identified them, use them as a compass to guide your daily actions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do everything as if it were the last thing in your life, leaving aside every distraction, every thoughtless emotion, every obstacle to your understanding of reason, every hypocrisy, selfishness, and rebellion against fate. This call to awareness encourages us to be present and intentional, keeping our thoughts, words, and actions aligned. Think about a major decision you've made recently. Was it consistent with your values? Or were you acting out of fear, conformity, or to please others? Reflecting on these questions will help you recognize areas of your life that need more authenticity. I encourage you to do a practical exercise. Write down a list of your core values and write down a concrete action you can take today to live in alignment with them. For example, if compassion is a value for you, spend time volunteering or helping a friend in need. This practice will not only strengthen your internal coherence, but will also give you a sense of peace and fulfillment. In summary, true success is not defined by how much we achieve, but by how true we are to ourselves. Living in harmony with our values means finding a source of lasting satisfaction, which no external success can ever match. Part 4. Overcoming challenges as part of success. If there is one principle that the Stoic philosophers forcefully teach us, it is that difficulties are not obstacles to success, but rather an integral part of the path to a virtuous and fulfilled life. We cannot avoid the storms of life, but we can choose how to face them. For the Stoics, success is not only defined by the milestones we achieve, but also by the strength and wisdom we develop along the way, especially in the most difficult moments. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, offers us a lesson that still resonates today. It is not the things that happen to us that trouble us, but our opinion of them. This means that it is not the challenge itself that determines our success, but how we react to it. Difficulties are inevitable, but our attitude towards them is what determines our destiny. If we face difficulties calmly, resilience and an open mind, we transform every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. The true measure of success, according to the Stoics, is not in wealth or power, but in our ability to face difficulties without losing our inner balance. Every challenge, every adversity, every moment of pain can become a lesson that brings us closer to our purpose. When we face a difficulty, instead of asking ourselves, "Why is this happening to me?" we can start asking, "What can I learn from this experience?" This change of perspective is essential to living a life full of meaning. In the book Meditations, Marcus Aurelius writes, "The difficulty you encounter today is an opportunity to grow and perfect yourself." Every challenge we face, if lived with awareness, becomes an opportunity to evolve as people. Personal growth happens in storms, not in tranquility. Difficulties force us to adapt, to be creative and to find solutions that we would never have considered in easier times. Imagine a tree growing in a windy environment. The wind, while seemingly harmful, actually makes the tree stronger, as its roots anchor themselves more deeply to resist the force of nature. Likewise, life's challenges, if faced with determination, make us grow and strengthen us internally. One of the greatest challenges we can face is emotional suffering. But the Stoics teach us that we can choose not to be overwhelmed by emotions, but to see them as temporary phenomena that do not define our identity. Seneca says, "Suffering is not something that happens to us, but is our way of reacting to it." If we learn to look at emotions with detachment and awareness, we can overcome them without letting them control us. So I encourage you not to fear challenges, but to see them as moments of growth. Every challenge is an opportunity to apply what you have learned and to become a stronger, wiser version of yourself. When you face the next challenge, remember that success is not about avoiding pain or inconvenience, but about facing it with courage, wisdom, and patience. By overcoming challenges, we not only achieve our goals, but we also become more authentic, more grounded in our values, and more at peace with ourselves. Every step we take through pain or difficulty is a step toward our greatest success, the realization of who we truly are. Part 5. Conclusion. In this journey through the concept of success according to Stoic philosophy, we have seen how true fulfillment does not lie in material wealth or external successes, but in our ability to live a virtuous life aligned with our deepest values. We have explored together that Stoic success is a path of internal growth, which is built by facing the difficulties of life with wisdom and resilience. The road to success, as the Stoic philosophers teach, is made of small daily steps. Every moment of difficulty is an opportunity to practice detachment, patience, and discipline, thus transforming every challenge into a life lesson. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." If we learn to master our mind and respond to difficulties with a positive attitude, we will be able to achieve lasting fulfillment, which does not depend on external circumstances but on our ability to live with integrity and serenity. In conclusion, true success is a journey, not a destination. Every step we take on the path of virtue brings us closer to a life filled with meaning and inner peace. Stoic success is not a frantic race for money or recognition, but a slow and conscious dance with our most authentic self. It is an ongoing commitment to living according to our principles and responding to life's challenges with calm and wisdom. So, the question I leave you with today is, how can you apply these principles in your daily life? How can you, starting today, take a step towards success that is based on virtue and inner balance? If this video was useful to you and if you want to delve further into the teachings of Stoic philosophy, I invite you to subscribe to our channel The Stoic Journey. Every week we explore new ideas, practices, and reflections that will help you live a more conscious and fulfilled life. Don't forget to leave a like and share the video with your friends if you think these ideas could be useful to them too. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about this vision of success and how Stoic philosophy has influenced you in your daily life. I would love to hear your thoughts and answer your questions. Subscribe and hit the bell to never miss an update. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and remember, true strength and success come from within.